Hey, what's up you guys? Today I wanted to do something that went around BookTube probably like a year ago, but it is the Do I Have That Book tag, and it's kind of reminiscent of the bookshelf scavenger hunt that went around way back in the original days of YouTube. And so I kind of just wanted to do it because it always looked like so much fun, and I kind of just wanted to do something fun today. So let's just do it. So for this tag, it is just a series of questions that I have pulled up on my phone, and you time yourself to see how quickly you can find books that will fulfill the prompts. So I do not really remember what these prompts are, so we're just gonna see how quickly I can do it. I'm hoping that I can do it in like under 10 minutes, but we'll see. Okay, so I am starting the timer now. Okay, so the first prompt is, do you have a book with deckled edges? I actually don't think I do. I might, but I don't know off the top of my head. Do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? So those all have like 2 people on them. Those don't have people on them at all. 3 or more, 3 or more, 3 or more. Maybe one of these still. Well, let's do. This one has 2 people and an owl. 1 person, 3 people. This one has 3 people. The last hero. Do you have a book based on another fictional story? Yep. Do you have a book with a title 10 letters long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. None of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god, this is really hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. This one's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shadow Kiss, 10 letters. Boom. Do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? So, starts and ends with the same letter. Maybe, yeah. Do you have a Mass Market Paperback? Yes, I do. This book. Do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? I believe that Cassandra Clare is actually a pen name. I don't know what her real name is, but I think it's a pen name. Do you have a book with a character's name in the title? Yes. That one's easy. Do you have a book with 2 maps in it? Yes. Do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? I do. This one. Do you have a book written by someone who is originally famous for something else? I do. I haven't read it yet, but I own it. Do you have a book with a clock on the cover? Probably somewhere. One of these might... I'm not gonna get into that. Okay, I'm really not sure if I've got one with a clock on the cover, so I'm just gonna not get that point. Do you have a poetry book? Yes. One of my favorites. Do you have a book with an award stamp on it? Oh god, do I? That's a good question. I don't actually, I'm sure I do. Do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? So my name is Roz Nelson, so the initials are going to be RN, and I don't actually think I do have anyone with those initials. Do you have a book of short stories? Short stories. Kind of. I mean, does this count? I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna count it. Do you have a book that is between 500 and 510 pages? Yes, I do. Maybe one of these ones is also that way. I'm currently reading it. 49. Nope. That one is, oh my god, this is hard. Go ahead. So it's in the other room, but Blood Promise. Do you have a book that was turned into a movie? Yes. Donde está la biblioteca? Oh. Yeah. Do you have a graphic novel? No, I do not. Do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? Yes, I do. Okay. So I was able to complete that in 6 minutes and 4 seconds, which I feel is pretty good. So let's see how many points I scored out of the total 20. So the first prompt was, do you have a book with deckled edges? No, I don't. Do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? For this, I chose The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan. So it's got 3 people on it. I believe it's Piper, Jason, and Percy. Do you have a book based on another fictional story? And for that, I chose Cinder, which is based on Cinderella. Do you have a book with a title that is 10 letters long? For that, I chose Shadow Kiss. This is 10 letters long. I just finished this the other day, so hopefully I will finish Blood Promise today. Do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? For that, I chose Obsidio. It took me a second to realize this one had the same letter for the first and last of the word, but yeah, both of them are O's. Do you have a Mass Market Paperback book? And for this, I chose Game of Thrones. Yes, I do. I've got a few others, but they're all in a stack, and Game of Thrones is the one on the top. Also, Game of Thrones is the only Mass Market Paperback book that I own that I've read. Do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? I believe Cassandra Clare uses a pen name. Do you have a book with a character's name in the title? Harry Potter kind of speaks for itself. Do you have a book with 2 maps in it? Six of Crows does. It's got the map of the world, and then it's got the map of the place that they are trying to break into. Do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? I picked City of Ashes for this because I feel like the entire Shadowhunters series kind of goes with this, because it's all kind of been turned into a TV show now. Do you have a book written by someone who was previously famous for something else? And I own The Lost Causes of Bleak Creek. I haven't read it yet, but this is by Rhett McLaughlin and Rhett and Link on YouTube. You probably know them from Good Mythical Morning. Love that show, and so I bought this book because I'm curious what they wrote. Do you have a book with a clock on the cover? Sadly, I do not. Do you have a poetry book? I have Where the Sidewalk Ends and Everything on it in one of these pretty Barnes & Noble editions, and I just loved Shel Silverstein as a child, and so this is one of those books where I bought it now as an adult and I go back to it and I just love reading these poems, and they're so insightful and they're so deep for children's poetry, so definitely love it. Do you have a book with an award stamp on it? I am Malala. I had to read this in high school, and I knew that it won something because this was definitely an inspirational book. Do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? No, I don't. The closest would probably be Rochelle Mead, but my last name starts with an N and not an M. Do you have a book of short stories? I don't know if this counts, but I'm gonna count it. It's 4, which is 4 short stories about 4 from Divergent. Do you have a book that is between 500 and 510 pages? And I do. It's Blood Promise. I've started reading it today and it's like 503 pages or something like that. I literally just looked at it before I did this tag because I was curious because I'm like halfway through it now. Do you have a book that was turned into a movie? I mean, all of the Harry Potter books were turned into movies, so this was a pretty easy grab. Do you have a graphic novel? No, I don't. I don't really read those, so I don't own any. Do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? And for this, I picked Gemina. Both it and Obsidio and Illuminate were all written by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. And in Gemina and Obsidio, the illustrations are also done by Marie Lu. So it's kind of like 3 authors. So in total, I got 15 points in 6 minutes. So I feel like I did pretty good. If you would like to do this challenge as well and you haven't done it yet, feel free to do it and comment down below that you did it. I will definitely check out your videos. So thank you so much for watching. I will link the original creator in the little drop down box down below. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I post videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, so I will see you then. Goodbye.